Hello everyone, today I'd like to talk about the 5 mistakes first-time homebuyers make. First, I'd like to start with number 1. We need to take into account all your options. So let's say you move into a city and you're only there going to be there for like a year or 2, maybe 3 max. It might not be worth it to buy a mortgage. The reason being because there are fees that go associated when going into a mortgage, like closing costs when buying a home and closing costs when selling a home. A realtor will charge you a fee when selling home, so you usually have to wait for your home to appreciate about 10 to 15% before even breaking even for your home. So that's just an option to consider. Before I touch on 2, let's go to 3. I think it's highly imperative that you get an inspection. Unless the home is brand new, then it makes logical sense that to maybe waiving it isn't the biggest deal or the end of the world. But it's just something to keep in mind, buying a home inspection when you know the home's from the 80s or 70s, because you don't know. Like let's go on to number 4. Not taking care of the HOA fee and homeowner's insurance and the cost such as like a furnace or a roof. These are major expenses that could wipe out your emergency funds. So that's just something to keep in mind. Why I highly recommend getting an inspection on top of the appraisal. And then the last thing I would like to consider is your debt to income. Please keep in mind that you want to keep all your credit card utilization rates under 30% or even under 7% when considering a mortgage. And secondly, your car notes, you would have to wait for at least 10 or less payments for us to waive it or omit it from the findings. And lastly, student loans, depending on what loan you go, what loan lender you go with, Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, depends on we'll use on 0.5% or 1% of the balance of the student loans. So that's also something to keep in mind when going conventional, like Home Ready and Home Possible. And lastly, it's just your credit score. Once you're pre-approved, I highly suggest that you stay frugal as much as possible until you finally go to the settlement table and sign all documents. That's when you can start splurging like never before. But before then, please stay frugal and try to keep your credit score as optimal as possible. And aside from that, it's always great to partner with a great realtor. They can guide you by your hand in real life, which is a nice, neat thing because sometimes we all want that peace of mind. And that's really it for me for today. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care and stay well. Bye-bye now.